Ah, what a fail. Right then, let's see how she gets on. Seems to be alright. This is just obviously some easy stuff, but this is good. Let's go over that bump there. Sort out the exhaust. It's a bit gnarly that. Oh, hole with water. Yes! Conquered water, that's fine then. I don't know if this bridge is really actually all that roadworthy. Oh! Ho, ho. That's a good test of that. Not too bad. We'll take a pic while we're here. Let's go back to the dip. Oh yeah. This is good. All we're missing now is come out in the night time and see how these lights work. Whoa! Good test. Right, let's check what I broke. We have no spare wheel. Ha! Fixed. Sweet. We put a little support bar underneath to clamp it on because these little rails here are pretty weak, to be fair. And little nut there, 19mm, same as the wheel nuts. So if we just keep a nut in there for 19mm, that's easy to get off. Jack goes in, and we're going to make a little extension on the jack because obviously it's a lot higher now. A little plate for muddy conditions. Basically a piece of metal welded to it. We'll do that later. That's in the maintenance. So we've made some collars quick, just because we want to try and see if we can get about 50. They're about 15mm. 15mm more at the front, and we'll see how we are. If we need to increase the height any more on the front, we're going to have to modify the lower section of the subframe. So this is the limit we're at now for the subframe and the stock arms. So we'll see what that's like. Let's do the same to the side and get on the ground again. Some may have noticed the Mark 1 has some flaws. There's rubber, and there's a big gap here where stuff can go when you're, jumping 3 foot in your off-roading 306. So, the Mark 2. Hot. We have a big gusset in the back there. Very nice. Still can get at the bolt, but then I realised that's pointless because now I've welded these plates and welded them to the main mount, which sort of set fire to the rubber at the same time, which ruined all my welds, but, it's function over form. So that'll do just nicely. So we'll copy that on that one, and then get to the other wibbly-wobbly ones. Yes. Fixed. And we've done the same with the rears. Well, no, the fronts. The fronts of the rears. Rear mounts, but fronts. We did the rears of the rears. And I showed you before and after. And we've just done the same process. Welded them up solid, added a gusset inside. So not going anywhere, not flopping around. Probably now impossible to fit, but let's find out. Also, the studs were about 20mm too long, so poking up through the boot floor, we want flush floor. So just level them off, re-tap them, and just to clean up the threads. And let's fit them now. Yay! Well, as cool as that is and as much lovely noises as it makes, I think we need to get a silencer in there so that if I'm running the engine and sleeping above for any reason to keep warm, then I don't die. So that would be good. Bent brackets. So we couldn't be having the old droopy down, which was rubbish. So we just welded a bit of stainless pipe. So that'll do. I was going to be really fancy and stick this on, but that just seemed a bit too shiny for what we're doing. So that'll do. that looks alright. Let's take you a little quick tour. That is now fixed on, baby. We've got a little up and over here. Hopefully that won't be too much of a bind. This doesn't really move this because it's fixed this end. So that should clear and keep clear. We move the insulation back a little bit. And then we popped, you can just see a bit of shininess. We popped a nice new clamp back there because the old one was absolutely dead, all mangled, and wasn't holding the exhaust and was blowing. There we go. So pretty clear under there. We've got a little exhaust blow just to fix at the front next. Grotty, holy, disgusting, blowy, farty sounds from exhaust. Not so good. Yep, so that's all fixed up. Is it pretty? Nope. Does a fella care? Nope. That sounds bad. I think I better fists on that, I think. But at least the exhaust isn't blowing anymore. Wow, that's noisy. Noisy. Not well. It seems better, but it actually turns out that that's the most noisy thing here. So let's get another one of them. Or might have found the real noise that we replaced the power steering pump for. Oh, that's nice. It's not meant to do that. New one. Nisk. It seems a lot of weight that we don't need on this vehicle. Yeah, that's out. There we go. We've got rid of that junk so far. We'll probably rip the radiator out as well, the condenser or whatever you call it. And if you want to be as stupid as me and do that, then you'll need a 5-peak 900 belt. Although, I reckon it's a little bit long, so an 890 or an 875 maybe even would even do it. But I went for 900 and we're right at the limit of the tensioner. All good. So we've sacked off the original intake, which is a mess anyway, and just kind of sucks in all the water and the debris, which isn't ideal when you're off-roading. And we've got a bit box of old like pipework and bits you just, you know, keep all the old stuff from old kits, the U-bends you never use. And we'll see if we can make a little snorkel. We'll come through that sort of ready-made hole. It'll be more ready when I'm finished with it. Through a hole about there in the wing, and then run up here to an air filter a bit here, and then with a little hat on it, just so that it doesn't rain inside the filter, which is not ideal. So we do want it to be ideal, we don't want it to rain in there. Let's just get on with it. I've already started just sort of having a play, see what would fit. And it's not under like boost, so it doesn't really matter if it leaks too much, but you know, like you haven't got to bead it too much, but yeah, we'll see. I haven't welded any alloy for about 6 months, so I wasn't very good at it then. I've never been very good at it. So, let's crack on. So that's what we've got thus far. We have to still put an alloy pipe out that direction to pick up for the breathers. I've put them somewhere. A breather there and a breather there, so either I tee them in and go in. I'll do that later. And then comes up through there, little squiggly bee, and then comes out there, up there, and goes there. This is slightly temporary. Hopefully get a mount here somehow, midpoint, just to hold it up there. And then we've got some plastic to cover it for now. When it's raining, I'll have to do a little cover here, a little umbrella for it when it's raining. But there it is, in all its wonderful glory. Nice and quiet. However, our rain cover on our induction snorkel thingy might need some work, because that's a bit of an issue. Yep, didn't need any of that. So that's gone. There's some weight saving from the front, big, styly, lots of room for things, for fixing in the field, which is a good thing. We haven't taken out all the air conditioning pipes, but most of it. And that gives us a free plug here where we can bridge 2 pins. I think it's 1 and 3 from memory, but I will double check that in a second. And you press the air conditioning button, and the fans come on full speed, which is like an easy override if you see that the fans aren't coming on and you're not happy about that. Which when you're driving off-road and really slowly, and if it's in the middle of summer, there's obviously not much airflow. So that will be a handy mod to do. We might just bang a wire in there now. Yep, as I thought, 1 and 3 bridged, full speed, when you press the aircon button. So there's a really easy, simple mod for that. I do like that. It means you've got no aircon, but fans off, fans on. Cool, eh? There it goes. Okay, sweet beans. Wrap, wrap. Wrap, wrap. So our snorkel is complete. We've got little sucky in the out hoses to let the engine breathe, and then the pipe goes through the wing, inner wing, out the outer wing, up here to the air filter where it has a little hat, so that the rain doesn't go in, down, bang, boom, and stop my engine. So that's good. Things are looking good. Things are looking peachy. Got a bit of maintenance to do on it now. I'm going to do the handbrake cable, and then we're going to have a little look at some front ground clearance. I chop that off and put a little sump guard. So let's do those things that I just said. Well, in some excellent news, while removing the centre trim for the old handbrake cables, we've gained ourselves two what appear to be brilliant cable clips of some sort. Great for mechanicking and for Mazda MX-5 owners, and £1.20 and a key, which I hope is the spare for this one, which would be amazing. So it just keeps paying for itself, this car. It's brilliant. And we might have found the reason why the rear windows don't work. They're not plugged in. So that's interesting. Wait, there's more. There's more. I'm upside down. What have we found? Just found a no cash value coin. Ah, rubbish. Useless. Stupid car. Old split seized handbrake cable. Fixed. Check out the top tip, Piggy power tip on those clips. Drill a hole either side, run the cable tie underneath it, zip it on. Easy. None of these broken, corroded clip things. Going nowhere. Winning. Good handbrake, good foot brake, no binding. Yeah. So at some point, I'm going to get stuck and I will need to be towed out. This seems inconvenient. And that's fixed. Just a quick tug. Have a nice loop to get onto it. Nice. So we've done all we can on the suspension. Now we need to, so I've improved some ground clearance at the front here. And the important bit is to try and ensure that there's as little as much contact to the ground here before the wheels can get on the same bit of ground. So raising the bumper basically, or chopping the bumper. That's what we'll be doing. We'll be chopping the bumper, quite severely probably, and then hopefully adding some underclearance to protect stuff. So that's the first hack done. I don't know if it's done enough. Are we in the ballpark? Well, I don't know, I'm not in America, so I wouldn't know what a ballpark is, to be honest. We might put the checker plate under tray on and then see where we're at. We're going to have to do something about that water bottle though. That's going to be broken. Fixed! Not quite. We're not going for a front splitter. We'll be bending that up, but we've got it fixed upon the front edge there. We've got our basic shape, and now we just need to work out where to bend it down there and where to fix it at the back somehow. A couple of fixings at the back, a couple of standoffs to protect the sump, and that exhaust was just hanging down a little bit. So we need to bend it some more, add some more stuff, put some bolts, add some more stuff, bolts, bend, and then take a video and go, hey look, I've done it, 3 hours later. I've added some threads on the forward section of the chassis and some riv nuts at the back. You can just see them right in the centre of shot. So you got riv nuts there, and threaded holes there and there, and then 2 riv nuts at the back. So that should do nicely. 4 M8 bolts at the back, there's 3 M6, and then a front section with our speed holes. Pretty happy with actually how it's come out. We do need to do something about that in this here. Maybe we'll go for a little mini one. Have a look if there's kit car ones, just to reduce that, because that is going to get smacked. And then on this is obviously a bit flexible, well, loads of flexible, so we're going to need to run a couple of pieces from the back here to the main chassis legs either side, and then maybe one in the middle that goes up, maybe down, straight into the radiator, something. Early warning message signal though. Ping! Stop. But it gives some protection. Should do the job nicely. Winning! So, thought we'd better just, rebuild on the engine. So I've put some fuel cleaner in the tank. And we've gone for some high quality engine oil. Because, only the best. I have never heard of this oil before. I have heard of the oil filter. But I got these two for £19 delivered. So everything says it's perfect for this engine. Yummy. Hold that in, turn the ignition on, count down 10 seconds, hope that it focuses at some point during this era of time. And then 2, 1, doink. Yeah, 20,000 miles, that is terrible. These should be serviced, well, oil change every 6,000 miles, full service every 12. I don't know why it's gone to 20. Don't do that to your pugs. Cheapest thing in the world, 19 quid, oil change done. Spark plugs are about 8 quid a set and air filters are like £3, £4 on eBay. No point skimping, it's the best thing you can do for your engine. Change the oil. So I think we all agree that this needs fixing on. I have a solution, bear with me for 2 minutes. We're going to go with some fabric softener. So there we go. Told you fabric softener would fix the problem. So to keep your windscreen smelling nice of nectar and flower blossom, and keep your wiper blades nice and soft, use Elmat So Soft. Perfect. Even kept the original OEM cap, which is very nice. It's a bit of a smaller capacity, but it keeps it out of the way. The wheel runs here. Should be fine. Yeah, it's fine. So there we go, 2 front supports, either side, bolted in place. The right hand one needed a bit of manipulation, but it worked. And our little washer bottle tucked up out the way now, so there's no way that's going to get caught by anything. If that gets caught by stuff, I'm in trouble. And if it does, well, it's only washers. Fitting in there nicely, engine serviced, and vehicle's pretty much ready to go. I've got some little grip things that go under the wheel for extra grip. They'll go on the roof rack for obvious reasons, because I'm going to get stuck. And I am going to just fit up some sort of bed inside and some charging stuff, and we're good to go, I think. Yeah, good to go. Good to go and get stuck. Woohoo! What have I done? What have I done? This poor Peugeot. Sorry, mate. He just wanted to retire. Not yet! Come on, here we go.
Do you know what it sounds like? Farting in a bathtub.
An empty one or a full one?
A full one.
Oh, a little one slipped out. Oh, and another one.